Yeah, not wax doesn't take the hair off, but you get the candle wax, you drip it on there, and then it will slip.
I almost would rather take the clamp and just rip it off.
No, we're not gonna rip your nipple off with the.
But no, you can
wax.
do molds. Why wouldn't you do them? They like have specific molds for like vaginas and buttholes. Oh, dude, I can lick like a table.
Buddy, stop talking about BJJ.
Okay.
All right? They don't want any more of it.
We're gonna go a whole episode without it. You ready?
Well, first of all, no.
Why not?
Because I brought the mat out specifically to show my appreciation to the sport.
Well, yeah, but like let it do its own speaking.
Its own speaking. So I do have a question for you guys, though. This is my bed frame.
That's not a question.
This is my bed frame. Now, we have a viewer who's very adamant that this is not a bed frame. But as you can see, it's elevated off the floor. I can't.
It's bed shaped.
Wait, this way.
It goes from floor to not floor.
Yeah.
You put your bed on top of it.
Exactly.
I mean, what is one man's frame is another man's purple ocean.
Floor? Purple what?
There's the super cringe people in jiu-jitsu that
We made it so far.
the old adage is I am a shark and the mat is my ocean.
Do you ever feel like what?
It's so stupid. I don't know.
Do you ever feel like a no, actually they made that, I think one of the instructors made that terminology the other day.
Who?
When I went without you.
Oh.
Yeah, they made a
cringe.
He made a comment about it.
Probably not serious.
No.
There's some people that'll get like a tattoo of like a shark doing something semi jiu-jitsu related.
Yeah, what? Its tail comes around and
because so
you have two sharks and one of them's getting a fin lock.
Like a fin lock, dude. Yes. That's dangerous. The only jiu-jitsu tattoo I've considered getting, one of my favorite submissions is called a heel hook.
Okay.
Which is where you basically use your forearm to hook the heel and then you rotate it until it like bursts ligaments or whatever.
Okay, so we have the mat. We can move the table and you can just burst my ligaments right now. We could show them.
Okay. Good.
You're making me burst. Do it.
I'll pop you. But so like the tattoo idea I'm thinking of is like a foot with like a fishing hook in the heel, you know?
In the heel?
Because it's a heel hook.
I know, I get it, but that's what it makes me feel like.
Why?
Because I don't know, I don't like.
Are you cringing from someone getting that tattoo or the idea of a hook going through a heel?
The idea of a hook going through a heel. Yeah.
Good. That's what I want out of my tattoos. Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it. Get cringed. Oh, man. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
But like the reason I like it is because it's not like, it's kind of a cool tattoo on its own without jiu-jitsu. So.
Yeah. Gotta be a different way, man.
Like what?
I don't know. Your heel is a hook.
That's stupid.
And it's in a fish's mouth.
My heel is the bait on the hook.
Yeah.
So I can still put the heel through the hook.
Yeah. It's a heel, not your foot, but like a hill.
A hill?
Yeah.
A hill hook. Okay, so no more jiu-jitsu.
You get a hill, and then you get someone's mom tattooed on it. It's a hill hook,
A heel hooker? Why does it have to be someone's mom? Is that like a requirement for prostitution in your world?
No, I was just thinking of someone specific, but then I decided I didn't want to say their name.
Oh. Okay. Damn.
They're not here, so I can't bully them. It doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. Rip.
Now, I will say that I feel like I want to murder my thirst real quick.
Okay, do it. It's all about the build-up.
Nice. I ran into an issue yesterday. I had to go into work after we went to the class, and I didn't have nails needed to open up the plastic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they grow back quick.
I was going to say, your nails look pretty long.
I know. I was just looking at it, but yesterday I was struggling to open it.
Yeah, welcome to
Let me
look at those bad boys.
I know. That's what I saw yours, and that's what made me think of it. I'm like,
Mhm.
you don't have any.
Yep, and that's a good way to tell if I've well, now you'll know because I won't be there, but to see when the last time I went to jujitsu was. How long are my nails? Because like that's my schedule for cutting them now is, oh, I've got class. They look too long.
What's your morning routine? Not morning, but your before jujitsu routine. You eat a banana, not for the taste but the shape, and then you, right,
peel and all.
Yeah. You trim your nails. You deodorize your armpits.
I usually just shower.
Okay. You don't put deodorant on after the shower?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Because apparently sometimes my shower sucks, dude. I can't get it to go cold.
Okay, mine's like almost mine is weird. So my shower, there's two spots. How do I explain this properly?
I don't know.
You have the shower, and it has the little temperature control,
Mhm.
and then it has the part that turns it on, and they're connected.
Yes.
Right? So sometimes if I try to turn it on more, it will move the temperature control.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But where the temperature control is at, there's only two spots that it actually gets hot, and it depends on how much water pressure I'm letting out.
What were you?
So
why are you pointing like that? I have a broken. There are two spots. You like those two spots?
You like those? Yeah.
2 spots. Bonus spot.
Yeah, so I have to, if I turn on like the water pressure all the way and have the temperature control at a specific, like, it's like 5 o'clock degree, it'll get hot. But if I have it almost all the way off, but it's at like a 6 o'clock, then it's hot. Everywhere else is cold.
That would be so nice. Cold showers are better.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
It's good for your muscles, good for like inflammation or something. Cools you down after
It's
a
good
workout.
for inflammation. It's bad after a workout.
What? Isn't that like the whole thing? Like if you could, you would do like an ice plunge.
No, you're not supposed to do an ice plunge after a workout. That was what was
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, no, it deteriorates muscle.
But he's got muscle.
Yeah.
So everything he says about fitness is true.
True. Yeah, sure.
Right?
No.
No? Damn it. All right.
You're supposed to do an ice plunge like before, like when you first wake up, separated from your workout entirely.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What if you just do cardio?
If you just do cardio?
Yeah.
I assume it's different because the goal of the cardio is not, yeah.
Yeah.
You're still working muscles depending on what you do, but yeah, it just hurts the I don't know if
All right.
deteriorate is the right word, but yeah, it just isn't inducive of muscle growth.
Okay.
It hurts it more than it helps. If you do it right afterwards, they're really, really good, but it's like do in the morning or do at night before you go to bed.
What if you do it in between sets?
That's really bad. That's really, really bad.
Okay. I'm learning. Anyway, so because my shower doesn't get cold, it's like warm to hot is like the best I can do. And sometimes, I take a hot shower and feel like I need some deodorant.
So that's fair,
I
yeah.
put some on after and then, eat a banana. I don't know.
Just let your shower run for like 30 minutes before you get in.
Just drain my water heater
Yeah.
every time I take a shower.
Yeah. I mean, we're not California, so.
I'm pretty sure my water bill would still be crazy.
Yeah, but we're officially out of drought.
What if can you turn your water heater off?
Mm-hmm.
But it's still gonna have hot water in it.
Yeah, there's really hot water in there, but you could technically extinguish the flame.
Extinguish. Sounds violent. Anyway,
And then
that's
you
my
have to
routine.
light it later
Why?
on. Although you probably want to turn off the valve so you don't just have propane.
Why?
Because then when you have propane filling the room and you go to light it again, it's gonna.
But it scares away all the bugs.
It kills. That's it.
It kills.
You said shark earlier.
Shark
Tattoo. And I guess there's a common thing among sharks where they feel like they need to keep moving, they're gonna die.
Yes.
And people can get that same sense. Have you ever had that where you feel like you need to keep moving forward in life or having something to keep you busy, or you're just like, that's it for you? Not necessarily that you're going to die, but like it's all, you become a couch potato and a depressed mess.
Sort of.
Sort of?
More like I feel like if I don't, like I feel whelmed, not quite overwhelmed, but I'm whelmed by like, oh, I have so many things to do around the house, or plus all the other things I'm doing. I have to like bust out a bunch right now, or I'm going to like get too far behind. But like, I don't feel like I'm gonna. I don't know.
I think that's different. Yeah, it's not like I need to be doing something right now because if I don't, I'm literally gonna just end it.
Yeah.
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 I think it's more of an anxiety thing.
Yeah, I don't know how much anxiety I get. I don't know. Like, I've had like small periods in life where I feel it, but if I do have some, it's like enough to where it doesn't really like hit me.
Yeah, that's generally speaking how I am with anxiety. I think I made like my first 7 years of life without ever really knowing what anxiety was. Like I knew what it was, but not like feeling it. And then I felt it and I was like, whoa, this shit's debilitating. That's crazy. Like, brain be stupid sometimes, man. Like,
Bro, why, brain? There's no bear there. It's fine.
There's a song from an artist named Jax, and it's talking about how like Hollywood or musical industries just exploit younger women.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Since when?
Forever. Always. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was like in the song it goes, when you were 18, she was 5, right? And then when you were something here, she was graduating high school, and it's like going on to all of that. But then the whole music video is her holding the hand of a bear, and one of the lines is like, "I should have chosen the bear."
Was this song after the whole internet debate?
Yeah, it came out I think 3-4 days ago. So it's just a little reference to like, would you choose man or bear? She's like, I should have chose the bear. And then I saw another video of somebody being like, we're camper girls. Of course we bring bear spray, and it's not for the bear.
Okay.
It's making a resurgence. It's coming back.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably choose the man.
Mm-hmm.
But I get the
black
sentiment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you choose the bear? Can you choose like a blind bear?
Oh.
Like, yeah, I'd choose a bear if it's blind and it dull claws.
If it's
the 15-foot tapeworm coming out of its butt.
Ooh, yeah, just like our the wild card president elect.
Oh. What?
He is.
What? Are you talking about the third party that is not going to make it at all?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. But he's being controlled by a worm.
RFK. No.
He's our youngest president we could ever get because it's not him that's in control. He's just the host vessel to this worm.
No, the worm's dead.
That's what they want you to think.
That's what the worm wants me to think.
Yeah. The worm is controlling him like Ratatouille. The worm is Remy.
But from in the hair on the brain.
Yeah.
It's pulling the
little microfiber
I was trying to think of any
hairs,
term for a brain. I don't know, cerebellum. I don't know.
He's in the hippocampus and he's pulling that hippo. He's
yanking hippos left and right. Yeah, I don't know. RFK that's a wild story.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, RFK was running and literally had a worm in his brain eating his brain.
Yep.
It ate part of his brain. Like,
not a joke. 100% serious.
Yeah.
He has brain worms.
Yeah. So this year's fucked for candidates. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
So like usually it's like, oh, third party, that's like our best. Like, if somehow they could get enough votes, that would be awesome. It's like, well, now not even no.
Yeah.
No thanks.
It'd be so funny if he became president though, and it'd be like, it would be the girlfriend asking you questions like, would you still love me if I was a worm? And he's like, would you guys still respect me as president if I were a worm?
Is he gonna like start turning into a worm?
No, well, the worm after a while will be like, they just like me because of RFK, not because of who I really am. You know, and it just subtly starts coming out in the speeches.
There starts to be all sorts of like weird, like
you can no longer use
related legislation that gets passed.
Yeah, you can no longer use worms as bait during. Like you're required to have a compost bin. It's like it's the Green Act, right?
Ooh,
it's like you need to have a compost bin, but it's really just so you make it a habitable area for worms.
WLM, Worm Lives Matter. They start banning like the. Oh, what was it called? Hydroxychloroquine or whatever. The horse dewormer.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why would you deworm something?
We want more worm.
We want the inverse of that. Medical funding like starts getting put in place to find.
Ooh, they start making vaccines that actually just put worms in you. I've changed my mind. I don't want this person anymore.
Oh, you did?
I was all about it because it's funny to have somebody that's being controlled by a worm be your president and have the legislative of like, you have to have a compost bin.
It's not funny.
You can no longer use worms as bait when fishing, but they're like putting worms in me part. Do you think they would get rid of gummy worms? Like they become gummy humans? Gummy RFKs?
I don't know. We've got Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, true.
They switch them. Gummy human Sour Patch worms. Small change, but sends a message somehow.
Why do you think it is when people get into power, they have 3 modes and 2 of them is like pedophilia?
Well, I don't know.
It's because you have like the.
I think there's a few factors that play into that. But first, we have to really drill down on. It's technically not pedophilia.
No.
No, it's pedophilia in practice, but the motivation I think is different.
Yeah, I think there's three different ways it can go down, right? The first one is it's just a pedophile that got power and now like who's gonna tell him no?
Yeah.
Right? And that one's like not as common, I think.
Right.
The second one is I have power, nobody can tell me no on anything. This is a really big taboo, right? Like what if I just try it once? What happens? It's like I could do cocaine once, like shoot heroin once. And then they do that and then they become kid diddlers and they're awful people. And then there's the third camp that's like, don't diddle kids. What the fuck is wrong with you? And they don't.
But I mean,
no.
The second one I think it's like you said where it's like they try it out or whatever, and then I think what they're really getting off on is like the fact that they can get away with such a like arguably like the
one of the worst
societal
taboos, like,
viewpoint of like aside from like actual genocide Holocaust stuff, this is about as bad as it gets.
Yeah, it's a huge taboo, and they're like, I did it,
and they're like, I can do it. I can be a billionaire who has an entire island built for this purpose, and I'm gonna fly out basically like every celebrity or person in power that you know.
Yeah, like 4 times we're gonna take Trump out there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get away with it for 60 something years. I guess like he was like in his 60s, I think. So like 40 to 50 years before anyone even does any. Well, actually they did catch him and then they let him off.
And then something happened to him. Who knows?
And then I think he slipped or something.
Yeah, slipped and fell on a noose. I don't know.
Do you think he killed himself?
But I don't think he killed himself. No.
You don't think he killed himself? Why? I
don't know why he would. Like anything's possible, right? It's just.
I mean, I think he was at the end of his run. You know.
You think so? You don't think it would have just been like the just a larger scale version of Dr. Disrespect who got caught being one of those powerful people that's talking to underage girls, and he's like, I'm gonna go on vacation for a few months, then I'll be back.
To be fair, I don't think we actually know if Dr. Disrespect was talking to a girl.
We just
a minor.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think that's all that he confirmed.
Non-binary. What if their favorite colors are like yellow, purple, and black?
Why yellow, purple, black?
I think that's the non-binary flag.
Oh, is it?
Somebody at my apartment complex has a flag, and I want to know what it was, so I looked at it yesterday, and I'm pretty sure it's 4 stripes. It's like yellow, purple, white, and black.
Weird. Okay. But yeah, no. Anyway, I think I don't know. It just feels like the conspiracy is that some people in power broke into the prison, cut out the cameras because it didn't get recorded, and posed him as suicide, right? Yeah. But like, why? I don't know. Like,
probably the Clintons. You know, the Clintons would kill everybody.
Well, I know, but why not just kill everybody? Like, what do they gain? I guess by framing it as a suicide.
They were on his roster, so they found out where's the roster with our names.
Oh, like an interrogation thing?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I don't really know enough about it. It's just...
I don't know. It just seems...
It makes the world seem more nefarious and fun than it actually is.
More fun, yeah. When that whole thing went down, I had like the coolest tweet ever, by the way.
That you made?
Yeah.
Did you make your tweet yesterday?
What?
Yesterday you said you...
Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot.
Was it the donut one?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, this was Epstein related.
Your tweet yesterday?
No, my my tweet when Epstein got caught and that whole thing went down, I tweeted about that, and it was I think it was a really cool tweet.
What was it? Don't tease me.
It was You'll get it. You'll get it. I don't need the clarifying question. It was even in the Epstein universe, he didn't kill himself. That's pretty good, right?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
What was your tweet for yesterday?
The donut one?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In the donut or in the shop.
Yeah, straight.
straight chomping it or something.
Yeah.
And by it, haha, I mean my donuts. Because we went and got donuts yesterday.
You do that one. I'll on Instagram post a photo of a donut and be like, fun fact, the donut hole on donuts is the same size as your nipple. I know because I tried.
Tried what? Wait, you could try that one.
Yeah.
No.
It's just still a callback.
Yeah. What was the original thing? Is your butthole is the same size as your nipple?
Yeah, there was a guy who, okay, I got told a story from one of my team members. They know this person who as a joke, put the car battery clamps on their nipples.
No.
And it hurt when he put it on there.
Yeah?
So he wanted to take it off. Instead of doing that, he just pulled and ripped his nipple off.
Yeah.
Right?
That'll
So
do it.
he could try.
You could try.
Yeah.
Do it for
He's
science.
Like, I wonder.
Wait. Yeah, what does he do? He's got to get like a spectator? He's like, what do you think? They're about the same.
Does it cover it all the way?
Here, take a pen and outline the
We could do it. No, we could do it. Okay.
What? How?
It's going to take some prep time. We need to
Most
go.
stuff with buttholes do.
We need to go to like a Blue Boutique, Adam and Eve, or whatever it is, and get some wax. Okay, and then we're gonna wax your nipple and pull it off.
Oh no!
What?
I was thinking you can do like molds.
Yeah, not wax doesn't take the hair off, but you get the candle wax, you drip it on there, and then it will solidify.
I almost would rather take the clamp and just rip it off.
No, we're not gonna rip your nipple off with the.
But no, you can
wax.
do molds. Why wouldn't you do they like have specific molds for like vaginas and buttholes and dicks, obviously.
Oh, so you mold the butthole
your own
and
butthole
you do
and
this.
then yeah, that looks right.
That's right. Yeah,
You could do that in the privacy of your own home. And
you
they
could,
can't
but then
stop
you can't like fully tell. Whereas if you just do a mold of the nipple, then you can have somebody verify by looking at your butthole, but it's actually just your nipple.
Don't worry. Oh, and you could post like on social media and stuff. It's like it's not porn. It's covered. That's a male nipple.
Censored.
Male nipples are okay.
Oh, I remember
the worst loophole ever.
Well, I remember when people were doing that with nudes. They would take male nipples and they'd Photoshop it onto women that were topless and be like, "No, it's just
don't worry, it's
a
totally
male nipple."
fine.
Yeah.
And if you masturbate to this, you're
Yeah.
it's male nipple, so you live with that.
You live with it. You suffer your consequences. Whatever.
And then all the bi people are like, "Yes, my time has come, and so have I."
Isn't it kind of odd? They're like, not all bi women, but some bi women. They're like, "Man, I love women. I could like sit in my face. I fucking love you. I could drink you up." And they're like, "Yeah, but don't you also like men?" They go, "Yeah." They always seem so hype about the women part, and then it's like, "But you also like sexually like men, right?" And they're like, "Right, yeah."
Really, I have the opposite feel.
You have the opposite. They're like, men. I like women too.
Well, not even that. It's just like it feels to me like 75% of bi women or women that say they're bi only date and have ever had any experience with men and never like display any attraction to women other than she's so cute.
That's fair. I think that's a fair point. Yeah. I think that's the two camps. Only two.
Yep.
Yeah.
And somehow both of them have the majority.
Yeah.
We solved it.
We got there.
We have our cake and we eat it too.
There's a psychologist who's talking about trans kids, and he said that he's been seeing a large increase in.
Yours has caffeine.
Huh?
Does mine have caffeine?
No, I got the T1.
Oh, the T1. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. Okay.
It's microdose.
You're microdosing caffeine.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, therapist, trans kids. And
Yeah.
how you feel about that?
And he's saying that he has a lot of trans kids, but it's because they're not subscribing to one gender influence.
Oh.
So what they're saying is like, "Oh, I know I'm a girl, but I also really like monster trucks and stuff like that. So I must be trans."
Must be.
Right. And he's saying that he's seeing a growing phenomenon of that, which is getting confused by the right of kids saying I'm trans. But it's like, well, no, they're just kids. They don't actually know what the word means. They just see it somewhere. And they're like, what's that mean? It's like, oh, well, when you're a boy, but you think you're a girl. And they're like, oh, I like these things too. Which I don't know much about it, but it's an interesting like thing that he's had to have an increase in special type of therapy to be like, well, I mean, trans doesn't mean that. You can like Barbie dolls if you're a guy. You can like monster trucks if you're a girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know how you avoid having stuff like that happen with the two things of, one, an overarching societal pressure, or like, not pressure, pressure's not the right, like assignment of objects and activities to a gender where there doesn't need to be one. Mixed with the somewhat recent publicization of, hey, actually, maybe there are a small percentage of people where they're kind of in the wrong body almost.
Right. Yeah, it has been a huge uptick with like how fast things can spread on TikTok and whatnot too. It can go crazy.
Well,
in any which form. I've always had I think the biggest hill I would die on is I don't like gendered things.
At all?
Not really, no. I just think they're more harmful than they are good. Like I don't know if I can think of a single case where
restrooms.
I'd like, are those gendered things? I was just thinking about that when I was saying it. I'm like,
high school gym showers.
I'm still for segregation in that way.
Clipped. Got him. I actually, because I have thought about this before. I think pretty much the only time I can see separation is like school, like up to 12th grade or whatever.
Yeah.
Gyms, because teenage boys are monsters.
Yeah.
And then I think the prison system also should probably continue to be separated.
Yeah. And then, but like, I guess anything kid related, I don't think needs to be.
Are you talking just like toys?
Like toys, growing up things, not public societal things, but more like.
What about dresses?
I don't care.
Okay.
If you want to wear a dress, wear a dress, man.
Kilts.
If you want to wear a kilt, wear a kilt.
I feel like that's got to stay for the boys.
Why?
I
feel like a skirt is just the same thing.
Yeah, but you call it something different for.
It's a skirt.
Yeah, I think it's dumb. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said earlier about it's gonna make it sound so wrong. Epstein being in his 60s, right?
Yeah.
So there's a member at my club who turns 70 soon. They're not, as far as I know, Epstein-esque.
Okay.
It's just the age is what reminded me of it. I've told this story before.
Okay. Why not just say there's an older person at my club?
Because
you explicitly
I know.
I'm not saying they have a private jet, but I don't know that they don't.
Right. So I might have told this story before, but on my fridge is a gift I got from this member. One day they're there, and as they're leaving...
Yep, still there.
They go to their car, and they end up rummaging around through it, and they come back in. I'm like, oh, is everything okay? And they go, yeah, I was just leaving, and I thought of something that I have that reminds me of you. And what it ends up being is
I forgot about that part.
Is a condom. And I'm like, oh, no. No, I get the dentures come out. I understand. I don't, not interested. I haven't seen them for about a year. And they came back in on Friday. And I didn't get to do anything I was planning on doing that day for the last hour and a half because I just couldn't get them to not talk to me.
Sure.
But it was so sad because they come in and you could tell they're having a rough time, and they go, yeah, it's just my friend and here are my only social outlets. Oh. And it's just someone who turned 70 in a couple months.
Have you tried Brazilian jiu-jitsu?
And then they wanted to show me photos of their child who just got married. Who got married 3 times to the same girl in the last couple months. They got married in France. Then they got married, I think, in Italy. And then they got married in the United States.
Why?
I don't know. No, they got married in France, and then they got married on the beach in Barcelona, I think. And then they got married here in the U.S.
I'm just trying to think why you would do that. Were they trying to be permanent residents in each of the places, and they wanted to be legally recognized, or?
I don't know.
I feel that's the only actual reason to do it, but
who knows? I mean, the guy makes a lot of money, and he can. And what I know about the girl, if they're talking to him, is the member told me that every time they go anywhere, she's dressed to the nines. So maybe it was just she has expensive taste, and it's we have the money, we could do it. Why not? I don't know. But the member.
And what other reason should you get married? Other
Exactly.
than we have the money, so why not?
Let's do it. Well, the marriage part's not expensive, right?
True.
But because they only brought family and friends to one of them. All the other was just the two of them.
But like, what? Just go have a vacation.
You have to make it memorable somehow. What else are you gonna do? Every time I go on vacation out of country, I get married.
Yeah, but if you do it every time, how does it stay memorable?
Different person each time.
Oh, well, yeah. That would be. I feel like still after a while, they just blur together.
Right. I don't remember who got married where, but I know I'm married to him. They did do the one in Barcelona. They did like a hand bear binding ceremony
hand
for
bear. Okay.
Yeah, they did the hand bear. They chose the bear on the beaches of.
There's got to be a game show in there. Do you choose the man or the bear? And you've got like a bunch of like straight bachelor type dudes.
Yeah.
And you got a bunch of like bears, like gay guys. Whatever qualifies as a bear. I don't know what the. And it's like, do you want a best friend or do you want a partner?
Or you could do the skit where it's an actual bear, and then you get canceled because you have the girl choose the bear, and then as it like pans away, you hear screaming and mauling sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then people hate you forever, but you got noticed because it went viral for a minute. So hey, let's go.
Just say it was fake.
The intention is that it's fake.
AI is getting crazy, guys.
But we're not actually gonna put the woman with the bear.
I don't know if that's as good.
The vision isn't the same, Brayden. I want it to look realistic.
It's a lot cheaper than visual effects. I'm just saying.
The bear will eat the body. Nobody will know.
Yeah, it'll hide the evidence.
And
then we eat the bear. No evidence at all. Wait, can you do that? Because I've heard of like serial killers that'll like feed their victims to like pigs or something.
Yeah. But the pigs will eat anything.
Is that enough to destroy the evidence, or you kill the pig too? They're like, what pigs? How could I have fed the bodies to the pigs if I don't have pigs?
Oh, you gaslight them like the guy.
And the cop's just like, we didn't say anything about pigs. Damn it. I ran through the argument so many times in my head. I jumped.
It's just like Lizelle yesterday when we were playing Baldur's Gate 3. And the guy's like, I'm looking for this guy. And I said, I don't know who they are. And then as soon as it's done, Lizelle's like, wow, Asterian's cool. You're like, stop it.
Shut up, frog lady.
So she showed me all the photos, and then she's going to the dancing part, and she was obsessed with the wife changed her outfit 3 different times during the wedding.
Okay.
And they were dancing, and each time they changed, it was getting skimpier and skimpier, and the dances were getting like sexier and sexier. Sure. And as they got sexier and sexier, she wanted to try acting them out. So she'd be like, then my son, who's never been able to dance, comes in, and she puts her hand around my hips, and I was like, what are you doing? And it got to the point where I'm like leaning from her like this as we're talking, and she's like moving with me, and I'm trying to get away, but like I can't. I step, and then she stepped with me, and I'm like, where? I know it's not malicious. She is just
But imagine the gender's reversed.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. But I know for her, she's neurospicy,
Okay.
So it's like, she's not doing
this. So any
this
action she takes is okay. Got it.
No.
No?
No.
That's kind of ableist.
It's so hard because like right before that, she was talking to somebody at the club who has special needs, and his school just stopped his like special programs on there and didn't give proper notice for it. And that has like a lot of legal things that you need to do, and that wasn't right. So she was able to legitimately help him up to get his stuff back. Oh. So it was like, you're a good person. I know you're just like eccentric and whatnot, but
you're lonely.
Yeah. Ended up being that in order for me to get out of it, because it was on Friday. I didn't end up doing my exercise on Friday because we were playing BG3. And I didn't leave until like 30 minutes after my shift ended. And it's like I kept telling her, I got plans, I got to go. One of my team members ended up stepping away and calling me. So I could be like,
why don't you just fake the call?
Huh?
Sorry, 1 second. I'm getting a phone call. Hello?
I
have to go right now.
No, it wasn't ringing. I saw it.
Yeah, it was. So it's on silent.
Yeah, so mine said employee's name. Mine said employee's name and employee's job. And I was like, oh, I'm being called by somebody.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
I feel like if they call you out for your phone not ringing, that they have to be aware that they're the
problem.
The problem.
Yeah.
Like you just let them walk away at that point. You have to. She's like, oh, I got to take a call on my watch. Hello?
Hello, right?
Wait, the watch would be a speakerphone. Wait, 1 second.
It's just funny because like she's now giving me 2 great stories where it's a few of them too. She once flashed one of my team members. Yeah, it was something else.
Okay, reverse the roles again.
Yeah, no, it's not good. I talked to the member or the team member, and they told me what happened. I was like, oh, wait, what? And we had a conversation about it, and they decided like she wasn't being harmful or anything. She was trying to offer like legitimate advice, and I was like, okay, well, I'll tell her she can't do that. Like,
what was the advice?
That she's Asian and could get bigger boobs, and that she got her boobs done, and she knows somebody. So look how good they did.
Look at that nipple placement.
It was educational.
And fun fact, those are male nipples, so I can go on any social media I want.
Yeah.
I can even flash at the gym because technically, the loophole.
Aren't we a free the nipple state?
Hmm?
Aren't we a free the nipple state?
I think so.
Yeah.
We
so
should
like,
be.
there's nothing I could have done
Wait,
anyways.
I don't think we are. I don't think we are.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But Friday was also a crazy day because of heart attacks and caffeine.
Sure.
I think
Classic Friday.
Yeah, classic Friday. So I stopped caffeine for a while because my heart, for some reason didn't like it. I don't know.
His achy, breaky heart did not like the caffeine.
I was also having like 400 milligrams a day, 7 days a week, at a minimum.
Is that bad?
Apparently for me.
Oh, okay.
That's like the average recommendation. Not recommendation, but like
cap.
Yeah, is 400 or something. That might be 300. But
well, that's right. It's the daily recommended is like the top you should aim for.
Yeah, we aim for. So I stopped, and I recently, every once in a while at work, I'll have another one of those energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one the other day, and they were talking about it, like, wow, no problems with your heart. What's going on? Why are you doing that? And then there's this guy outside the club that's biking by, and then he stops and kind of sits down and slumps down on one of the pillars, and he's sitting here like this, and he's grabbing onto his heart, and he's breathing kind of odd, and these girls walk by, and he goes, hey, can you call 911? My heart hurts, right? And
scary.
They come in, and they're like, hey, this guy out there, he's like saying his heart hurts, and he wants somebody to call 911. We don't want to do it because like we're 2 women. He's a guy, and it's kind of scary. That's what they told me. That's verbatim.
Okay, hold on. Let's put on our generous caps. How is that scary?
I walked out to him as I'm walking out, I have 911 like dialing, right? And he like can't coherently talk. And I'm like, he's not like he's sitting there and he's gripping it and he's going, and you try to talk to him and he's like, yeah, my like you can tell he's like actually hurt. It's not a thing. And then apparently
even if it was like some sort of weird scam, like there are plenty of those.
Yeah.
Usually those involve like getting you out of the public eye or what, like away from things, or
not right in front of establishment,
or not
surrounded
calling
by
the police.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
hey, call the police so I can so you can record when I assault you.
I've got the greatest plan for assaulting women ever.
Yeah.
First, call 911 before they get there.
Right. And then it was weird. And then I guess apparently when I walked away, one of the girls was telling one of my team members like, well, that's unfortunate. And then just went by, and I'm like, you don't have empathy for people. That's crazy.
There's no Sonder there.
Yeah, there was no Sonder there. Yeah, that person's
Sonderless.
life did not exist to this individual. So anyways, I call, and I'm on the phone with a dispatcher. I'm trying to like see what's going on. There's a little bit of a language barrier, and the guy's having a hard time talking just because it hurts. So I'm like, he's not sweating yet, and he's having somewhat troubled breathing, but it's mostly fine. It's not like a type of thing, And he's gripping his heart, and it's hurting. It's having a hard time talking. We're going through and trying to figure out what it is. And the dispatcher's like, okay, well, he's not sweating. He's not showing any of these signs, really. It seems like maybe he had some sort of heat issue. And, like, do you know if he had, like, any aspirin or something earlier in the day? And it just, like, messed with him. So I'm trying to talk to him if he's on any prescription drugs, any aspirin, any, like, explicit drugs. And it's not really going that well. And the dispatcher is, like, in the middle of telling me, hey, well, what we'll do right now is if you want to go ahead and monitor him, get him somewhere cool, get him something to drink, and if it worsens, like, give us a call, right? And as she's saying that, I'm like, he just passed out. He's gone.
It got worse.
Yeah. So I flip it onto his back and I'm checking his vitals and she's like, okay, well, my guys will be there in like 30 seconds. They're just pulling into your guys' parking lot.
Okay.
Right. Because we're right next to the police station. Like,
oh, cool.
Right next to it. And as I'm doing that and I'm feeling, his heart goes, it like vibrates. His pulse does. I don't know if that means I just felt his heart attack.
I don't know. I don't actually know what a heart attack does.
Like the cardiac arrest. I don't know. But his heart fluttered for sure. And I felt it. And that was crazy.
That is crazy.
And then, yeah, they picked him up. They left his bike there. His bike is still there. I don't know what to do with it.
Free bike.
Yeah, I'm like, it's mine now. No.
For your chance to win a bike, please sign up for our Patreon.
It's a nice bike. It weighs like 10 pounds. And
Is
it's
it
like,
the kind that like stretches way out in front of you and you can like put people on it?
No.
Like in
not
Europe?
like the Patreon, no. So that happened, right? And then I go on lunch and I go to Smith's. And as I'm there and I'm leaving, somebody else has a heart attack outside the Smith's. And at that point, I'm like, maybe it's me.
Yeah, I was just...
So what I've decided is I have such big heart energy that the heart attack can't get to me, but I'm still having the caffeine when I probably shouldn't, and it's just giving it to weak-hearted individuals that are nearby.
So are you going to stop?
No, I'm going to use it for good.
Oh, how?
If you guys have anybody you know who's a bad person, email me, and I'll go hang out with him while drinking copious amounts of energy drinks.
What if that was like the superpower you get?
You drink energy drinks while being near somebody
and it's just like a random person within a certain range of you gets heart attacked.
That'd be awful.
What would you do with it? I mean, other than sell it to our fine
I would
people
meet
here.
with the police. I would find my way to become an undercover agent, and I would get put into the middle of Chicago with the mafia.
But like, why would they hire you?
So I would be like, watch this, and I'd kill one of them on accident.
Yeah, why? That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to
And they're
demonstrate
like-
it somehow.
They're like, no, that's not real. I'm like, we'll do it again until it's just
Until you
me
believe me.
and one other person, preferably the
Who's
chief.
the top dog? Okay, you
You
stand,
leave.
You need to be at least 10 meters away from me. The rest of you, let's see, 10, 9.
Yes, I don't know if I'm a harbinger of heart attacks, but I guess follow for more news on that in the future.
He's a real heartthrob, this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
He should have been. Oh. Get away from me, heart attack guy.
Leave. How dare.
Dang.
That'd be so intimidating though. Like, that person can do that. You get him mad to go grab an energy drink.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Hey buddy, you want to go get some coffee?
No, I'm good. I brought coffee. I forgot which one was decaf.
No.
Better throw them all away. Or I poison you by giving you caffeine that you don't know you're consuming when you're around my enemies.
Ooh, yeah.
I use your superpower.
Is that good? Because they're
No.
your enemy.
I'm not one of those guys.
I don't care.
If I'm murdering people, it's probably bad.
Well, you're not.
Well, I know, but
They're just talking about
I think
heart
I would be
attack.
liable for that murder.
How would they know?
Well, I don't know if they could prove it, but like,
I'd have to be a vigilante somehow. I'd have to start doing bad things to get into the crowd.
heart attack man.
I like Heartthrob Man instead. I'll be Cupid. I'll be...
The heart throbber.
Yeah. I don't know if I want the heart R.
I'm just
heart
imagining
throbber.
what your spandex superhero suit looks like, you know?
Huh.
The heart throb. It's just like all veiny and like pulsing a little bit.
I was thinking like the only thing is I wear a Speedo outside of my normal clothing and it just has a heart that's broken in half. Like
and then it goes.
yeah, and then it just throbs because
Whatever I'm pointing at is who dies. You guys.
Yeah. But when it happened, afterwards it kind of felt like one of those things like, what are you gonna do? And it wasn't an insane emergency situation, but I was just calm through the whole thing. So I was like, if anybody's a heart attack near me, at least I won't make it worse.
Hey, calm down. It's okay. I do this a lot.
I should have
Are
looked
you a
at
doctor
him.
or something? No.
I should have looked at him and winked right before.
I'm sorry it had to be you this time. You get like super. It happens to you so much. You're just like, I do not have time for this right now.
What's the worst thing you can do in a comforting way to make somebody not feel comfortable in that situation? Like they're having it and their heart hurts. You're like, shh.
Like good intentions, but horrible results?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're like, shh, don't talk. It's okay. So you're trying to be like, no, don't waste your energy. But then it's just like, don't talk. Nobody's going to listen. Yeah.
You need to rest now.
When you're rolling with somebody, do you whisper into their ear
I don't.
when you're about to choke them out?
I don't.
No?
But, I mean, it's a fun strategy. I've just never tried it. Most of the time, because I'm not choking them, I'm breaking their legs, so.
Oh, okay. So you have to do like quips. You have to be like Spider-Man.
It's like what? How do I hope you didn't need this? Pop!
Yeah.
And I bust their knee.
Yeah, while you're doing it, you're like, break a leg.
I just wanted you to have so much luck. Crack.
Yeah, but that was a crazy time. That happened,
like
and somebody was like, Brayden, why do bad things or just weird things happen in your life? I'm like, you know what?
That's a good question.
That's fair. Maybe I should just stop drinking caffeine for everybody.
Hey, weird things happen in everyone's life. I think you're probably just more aware of your surroundings. Because like those girls probably never told the story, but they could have had the exact same story.
They could have had the exact same thing.
I mean, they were probably at the grocery store too. Like, what if it's them that's causing it?
Oh no!
And you're just like following them on accident.
I've never seen them before. That was the first time.
Just saying.
Oh man.
I was coming home yesterday and it was like I was on the busy street right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
And it was actually like right across the street from here.
That's where I was at when the heart attack
Maybe
happened.
there's like a weird Bermuda Triangle situation type of thing going on.
There's like a specific radius.
I was driving and I was in the far right lane because I turn right.
Oh, because your
after that.
political beliefs.
Yeah, I was in the far right. I was on the far right,
Yeah.
trying to get more far right.
Yeah, I was trying to get
sidewalk.
on to
But a guy starts walking out into the lane. He gets like almost into the second lane over. So I'm like, and he's like screaming at I don't know what.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Do you have a stick with him?
Get three. No okay. Stick. Get all the way to the left. I went far left because I flip flop. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And he's like eye contact with me. He's like, hit me. And I was like, no, I don't want to hurt my car.
No, it spins to the side.
No. If you want to die, I've got a guy who can give you a heart attack. He'll comfort you. Don't worry.
We'll make it look like an accident.
But yeah, that was wild. I probably should have called the police, but I didn't.
Yeah, probably in that situation. Hey, there's a guy that's trying to cause.
I literally did the thing that oh, that's sad. That's depressing.
Mm-hmm.
I literally did the.
Oh, that sucks. Somebody else will do it.
Well, no, not even that. It was like the bystander effect where it was like somebody else probably did it already.
Yeah.
But like, what's the harm in calling? I'll call right now.
Hey guys, yesterday at approximately sometime, I don't remember.
I'm like driving home right after this, and I see his body.
So there's one of my team members. Somebody was walking up to our establishment, and they tripped. And this person's 70-something years old.
Oh.
Face plants. And they're like, that's sad. And they watch it, and they didn't like leave to go help them or anything like that. And it like messed them up.
Oh, geez.
Because they were like, you never really know how you're going to act in that situation. And I found out I am an like awful person. So it changed them for the better.
That's good.
Because they're like, oh, I'm going to go help. But it really made them like, oh, wow, I just didn't care. Like, I was like, that's sad. And this person's bleeding and they needed help. So like, it wasn't how somebody else had to run from the establishment to go help them, And
I literally had the same thing happen to me. I have a very specific memory where it was
you tripped and they didn't come help you
in like one of the outdoor mall areas, and I watched this old lady walking, and it was like the establishment's fault, the curb that was there.
Yeah,
she didn't see it, but it was just like flat ground, curb, flat ground for no reason, and she tripped over it into like some gravel, and she busted up her knee, and I like run out there and I go to help her. And I'm like running out as like two dudes are just like walking right past her in the door behind me. And I was like, okay, I guess it's just me.
That's crazy, yeah.
So I'm like 1 for 2.
Yeah, you're like
50%.
50-50. Yeah.
I might
sometimes
save
you're
you.
good, sometimes you're not. Yeah. It'll go either way.
I'll save you if you're hurt, but I won't hurt you if you're crazy.
Okay.
Those are two good things.
It's like a scale, kind of like the hot crazy scale from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, and that dude was not hot at all.
No, so why would you help him? The old lady that fell.
Ooh.
She fell and her dentures came out. I said, I know.
Ooh, slurpy.
The hot tool gonna be crazy. And then I have another team member who, they were walking back and forth to a specific area. There's like a normal walking path for them throughout the week, and they saw somebody that was on the like side of the road, just kind of sleeping, passed out.
Okay.
And they thought to themselves, that dude looks like he's dead. And they kept walking. Yeah. And then they came back afterwards, walking back the same one, and the dude was still there. And like, that's crazy. And it wasn't until like 3 days later of him walking past this guy the whole time.
3 days?
Yeah. When one of his friends was like, hey, you keep talking about this person that's still there. They're probably dead. You should kind of call the police or something. So he did. But
how do you not make that connection after days?
yeah.
Like, well, that's a power nap.
I think what happened was like he walked past the guy sleeping, quote unquote, and then he walks back again. He's still there, and he's like, "That's crazy." And the next day he's there again. And he's like, "This is how my brain goes. I don't know." He's like, "I probably should have called that in yesterday, but the fact that I didn't, what happens now if I called in?" And they're like, "Oh, you could have you're gonna get charged for not saving a life or whatever."
Way.
So I think that probably stopped them a little bit, and then it wasn't until a few days later when somebody's like, "No, you really need to do that."
That's wild.
This person also, they get scammed like Anthony does.
Oh, okay.
But they, so they had somebody
maybe
send
it was
them
a scam.
Maybe yeah.
They're just getting more vigilant, you know.
Yeah, somebody sent them like $1,600 or $1,200 as part of one of the checking scams where you give them the information, they wire it to you, and then you spend the money and they dispute it or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works. I'm not a scammer. But anyways, he got the money and he used it to pay his cable bill, which was $600 because it was really far behind. And then they started to threaten him and be like, hey, where's our money at? So he had to change his phone number. But yeah, crazy life for that guy.
He was like, sorry, new phone number. I don't have the number to call this guy in.
Right. I
don't
What's the number for 911? I don't remember.
New phone, who dis? You called us.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Yeah, wild stuff happening in life. But.
Okay. So you cause heart attacks and I save 50% of the people I see. I think we're good.
Hey, I saved that person too.
Do you know if they both survived?
I don't know because the bike is still there, so I'm thinking maybe not. Yeah. Maybe it is a free bike.
I mean,
it was crazy because the cops came down and they looked at the bike and they took photos of the bike and they got the serial number for it and they just left. And I thought they were just going to pick it up and bring it back with them, which would, I don't know, I feel like that'd be the right thing to do.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they
would. It wasn't like a cop car, it was a cop truck. They surely had room. And then, yeah, he just sat there for a minute, went and looked at it. And he looked like he was going to pick it up. And he put it back down and he went and sat in his car again and then he left.
No, you don't get it. He was off duty. He was just like, ooh, free bike? Nah.
You're right. Ooh, has this one been tagged already? Does another cop claim this one?
All right.
Oh, he yawned. He's finally moving away from your shoes.
Samson has decided.
Yeah. He's like, ooh, it's up. I know.
Here he comes.
They started coming over. It's like when I wake up and they're like, it's time to go bug Brayden. I think they're saying, it's time to go end this podcast.
They call you Brayden?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Well, they didn't call me anything before. Then I realized I've never told them my name.
Mm-hmm.
So I made formal introductions about 3 or so months ago.
I'm Buddy.
I'm sorry you guys can't see this. We moved it closer before the podcast, the camera a little bit closer.
Come here.
Which means now you can't see him talking to Samson over here, to Samuel.
Well,
you also can't see Chloe, who's been right here the whole podcast. She's been chilling
just
right
out of
here.
sight. Ready to
pause?
strike heart attacks whenever she's commanded to.
Whenever she's commanded to. Whenever she's ready. Yeah, but that's that. I guess one last little update before we end it on here.
Okay.
Buddy convinced me to. He won. I bought a year's subscription at BJ, and I want to be doing that. It's going to be my whole personality. So if you thought us talking about this in the Patreon was bad or in last episode was bad, just you wait.
Oh, yeah. And one more update for me. I did cancel my membership.
Oh, man.
Just kidding.
It's just like I saw a post the other day, and it was like, man, maybe I should start to love my problems so they'll leave me too.
That's good life advice.
Yeah, but he's just reinforcing my beliefs. Okay.
I actually am the one that caused those heart attacks.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this caffeine real quick. While I'm doing that one, buddy, go ahead and tell them what they should do.
Yeah. So liking the video. Honestly, the number one thing you can do is tell someone you think that would enjoy it to check it out. It being this video or audio. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell us, how many people did you neglect while they were dying? You just like pointed and laughed. And then we have Patreon. There's going to be a little clip after this, a little highlight, whatever. And you can check that out. It's patreon.com/thekickback. And everything is linked and stuff, so you don't have to remember anything, because that's the way I go. And, yeah, I think that, oh, God. You ruined it.
And if you don't like, comment, and subscribe, then Buddy is going to give you a really big hug. Be very tight around your throat. Because he knows how to.
I do.
This is a threat.